Good morning. Thanks for joining me at Anne's Space. And yes, I'm now still back in Australia doing a little jaunt in my Jayco van. So last night was my first night away from Brisbane. It's only about an hour and a half from there. And I stayed at the small town of Murphy's Creek. So as you can see, railway line behind me, which meant freight trains went through regularly during the night. But I still had a really great night's sleep, free camping next to the pub. And I plan to do a lot more free camping as I travel, except I am booked in to join a group of ladies in the showgrounds. So keep watching and you'll get to meet them as well. So I enjoyed my overnight in Murphy's Creek, had a bit of a wander around both late afternoon and in the morning. And it was just a pleasant small town. There was some new housing subdivisions and some really old areas, but the focus here was the railways. And of course, that's what I took a photo of. But yep, Murphy's Creek was a good stop. Well, I just stopped at this little information centre at Hampton. It's a really good one. It's like an old-fashioned little info centre, lots of maps, lots of information, and a lovely lady there. So, and there's clean toilets around the corner. And here at Hampton Information Centre, you can actually stay the night. But I recommend not to stay here if it's windy, unless you're early and can get a spot that's not under the trees, because whilst they're shady, they also drop branches. So I took the punt and came down to Crow's Nest National Park, and yes, there were people here but not too many, and I managed to get a site for the night. So I'm going to do some of their walks, and I haven't been here before and it just looks really nice. There's a few day trippers here as well as a few campers. So there's quite a good area if you're coming just for the day. There's plenty of car park spaces and picnic areas and barbecues, and there's also some walks, so I'll share those with you. All the information and a good map. Now we're up in the Highlands, so it is cooler than down in Brisbane, but it's still a really beautiful day, and look at those good walks. Nothing too long, so I'm probably going to go and do a loop. Well, so far this is a really easy, flat path. I'm probably about 10 minutes into the first walk. So one thing I must say about this national park is the signing is fantastic. Like, there's signs everywhere. And yeah, we'll go down and have a look at this pool. But for those who know Southeast Queensland, we have very dry winters here, so I don't expect any amazing waterfalls or anything this time of the year. We get our rain usually in summer. We get big heavy summer storms. Oh, this is really quite pretty, and I am seeing a few people walking, but it's really quiet, which is just how I love to do my bushwalking. So you can see behind me there are some stairs here. Not too difficult, you take your time and it's all fine. Yes, you do need some fitness and mobility, but yeah, I'm still suffering from painful hips and knees, and yeah, not a problem. So yeah, you know yourself and you know whether you'll be able to cope with it or not, but yeah, they're just short stairs. Oh wow, I've just found a really pretty site, and if it was summer I can almost guarantee that there'd be people down here swimming. So take a look at this. Oh yeah, we got the sandy beach, the water hole, and I think in summer it would actually be deeper than what it is now. Yeah, so like I said, there were stairs going down to that beautiful water hole, and they're a little steep, and yes, I'm puffing. But like I said earlier, I have got my cold, and there's a seat halfway up. So this is the site of the Crow's Nest Falls, but like I thought, very dry at the moment, so yeah, no waterfalls, but the rocks are just gorgeous. Look at that. And there are rock wallabies here, brush-tail rock wallabies, and I'll have a good look, but chances are I won't see them because they're very shy and very few. Oh wow, this is stunning. This is Conan's Lookout. How cool is this? And super windy. Hopefully while wearing my microphone, just for a change, I won't pick up too much of the wind. Oh, look at those craggy rocks. Well, good morning. This is day 2 at Crow's Nest National Park. And I had a wonderful overnight. It was really, really quiet. It wasn't too cold. I was really tired with fighting this cold, and yeah, had a good night's sleep. And I've moseyed around this morning, not really doing anything, a bit of reading. The weather's a little funny. It's like a bit grey and cold, and then the sun comes out as it just did now. But I've decided to do the walk that I did yesterday again today, but really slowly, and I brought my zoom lens, so hopefully I'm going to pick up some nice birds. But I just found another nice spot. When I went down to the first water hole, I turned off to the right, and look what I found. Yeah, it's another water hole with a sandy beach. Just a little hidden gem. And then round this way, there's all these rocks, and I'm going to clamber up and have a better look. Oh, these rocks are a little tricky to climb, especially when I've got multiple cameras. But yeah, it's another water hole. How nice is this? Isn't it just beautiful? It's so windy. It's not bad footage from an iPhone 12, is it? Who else does videoing, editing all on their phone, I wonder? Well, it's been a funny old day weather-wise. Decided to stay here the extra night. That's Crow's Nest, in case you missed it at the beginning. And it's been blue sky, it's been really warm, I've had my jumper off. Then the next minute it's raining and it's like windy, and it's crazy. I don't know how many times I went out with my yoga mat and then had to fold it up again and put it back. But I'm so glad I stayed another night. It's just lovely here. And I've just come down just a bush maintenance track, and it's only just before 5. But it's already cooling down, and I think it'll be dark by 5:30 like it was last night. These short days in winter. So, like I thought, it's already dark. Well, almost dark. Just got back from my walk, and I thought, I really feel like a hot meal tonight. Often I have something really simple, maybe a bread roll and cheese, maybe just some vegetables and hummus. But tonight I thought, nah, I'm going to get out my rice cooker and cook a proper meal. So have a look at this. So I've got an EcoFlow power bank here, which I can just charge when I'm driving, or if I'm at 240. Power inlet, I can charge it there, and it's just really simple. I've just popped some rice in there and some vegetables, and it doesn't take too long. And from experience, I get it up to temperature till it's sizzling, and then I just turn it off and it cooks in itself, and I'm gonna pop an egg in there afterwards. So here's just a few more photos that I took. The kookaburras were super friendly and absolutely gorgeous, and they didn't mind posing for me, which was really nice. There were a few other birds around, but definitely recommend Crow's Nest Falls National Park if you want a quick getaway from Brisbane or Toowoomba, or if you're just travelling through. It's definitely going to be a place that I'm going to go back to. So I hope you've enjoyed those photos. But there's more to come on this little jaunt that I'm on. So good morning. I've left Crow's Nest National Park now, and I'm just literally 10 minutes up the road, and I've stopped at Crow's Nest itself. So yeah, it's a bit grey today. There's a little bit of a drizzle, but I'm going to have a quick wander around. So stopped here in Crow's Nest for my wander around. It's a bit cold and chilly. Thought I'd check out this craft shop. And I've been going into craft shops looking for a peg apron. So that's a closed peg apron that you use when you're hanging out the washing. And nowhere's had one. I've honestly looked for like 2 or 3 years. Wouldn't believe it. Got one here at Crow's Nest. Very happy. Looking forward to giving it to my daughter. So I've just been for a lovely walk around Cumbria, where I'm free camping tonight. The incentive to come here was really the free hot showers. Nothing like a good hot roomy shower when you're travelling on the road like I do. Cumbria is a really, really quiet town. It's in the middle of an area that grows cotton, macadamia, stone fruit, peanuts, and a multitude of other things. Very, very quiet. Probably all you can hear is maybe some birds and maybe a farm machinery. So I've just stopped here by the mural, very nice. And I'm actually parked just across the road there. Yeah, there's toilets there as well. And there is power, just a couple of power points. But unfortunately, when I went to use one to recharge my EcoFlow, I couldn't get the money in. So there is someone plugged into the other one, but I haven't seen them as yet. Anyway, I'll go back to the van now and go do my yoga. Well, good morning. And it is a good morning. Look at it. It's just beautiful here at Cumbria. And I'm about to leave, but I thought I need to video how busy this area is. Yep, I'm the only one here. But funnily enough, there was actually, I think, 8 or 9 campers here overnight. And it's amazing how quickly they left in the morning. And there was even one with a flat tire. And yeah, they got it changed pretty quickly too. So it was a very peaceful night, a little bit of rain, but beautiful morning this morning. And I'm going to hit the road and I'm heading towards Maleny, but not just yet. I've got a couple more days. So keep coming with me and let's see what my new place is like. Well, those who have been following my channel for a while know that I like to stop at libraries to use the internet, and I've just done that in Yarraman. Yeah, the internet's a bit slow, but they've just told me that in Yarraman everything's really slow with internet and you can't even get Optus here apparently. You're lucky if you get 2 bars on Telstra. So there you are. If you are somewhere with full reception, really quick, just appreciate it because not all people have that access. So I've just pulled up not far from Yarraman where I stopped at the library. This is at Old Yarraman Weir and right beside the Brisbane Valley Rail Trail, short distance from here. But I have been here before just as a pop-in to have a look and it's just stunning. Look at that. And I'm parked right there. It's just a gorgeous sight. Now it is here for those people using the BVRT, Brisbane Valley Rail Trail, but I walk along that trail, so I figure that I'm a user. It's in preference to people in tents, but my small motorhome doesn't take up much room and it's not busy at this time of the year. It's not the weekend, so I feel quite okay staying here. If it was the weekend and there was a lot of cyclists around, definitely wouldn't stay here. There's another place just east of Yarraman that you can free camp at, But anyway, this is a beautiful spot. Oh, and it's got toilets. How good is that? Well, I've decided to walk a rail trail loop. It's actually, look at that, no jacket. It's actually quite a pleasant day. It looks really cloudy and it is in high teens, so really nice to go for a walk. So I'll show you a bit of the rail trail. And it's in really good condition. There's a few cyclists out today, probably seen half a dozen. But along here is the history of the railways, and I'll try and remember to put a link in because I have been here before and I did share a lot more in my previous video. Yep, this is what the cycle trail is. It's a lot of walking like this. I mean, this is where the train track used to be, so they didn't make the train track for scenic because it was here to move stock and sometimes timber. But I like to imagine what it was like back in the day with the steam trains coming up. Well, after that beautiful stay at Yarraman Weir, I've come up to another free camp. It's only 8 kilometres away from where I was. I think it's called Harlan. I'll just double check that. But it's also a big place and there's actually room here for caravans. So I don't think I'll stay here today because it's so close to where I was, but definitely one to come back to. It is on the highway, but I think it'll be pretty quiet overnight. I'm just going to have a look. I've seen an old bridge. Let's go and have a look at that, shall we? The bridge is pretty cool. And also this is on the BVRT, and also there's a water hole. Well, after lots of changing my mind about where I was going to stay after Yarraman, I decided on Linville. Now, quite popular at the moment. Quite a lot of vans there, but room for twice as many at least. So, just arrived. It took me a few hours. I stopped at the library in Blackbutt. Yes, Blackbutt Library, much faster than the Yarraman Library if you do go and use their Wi-Fi. And yeah, I'm just going to go for a nice walk. Look at the sky. I mean, this is winter in Queensland. How good is that? And yeah, I'm on another rail trail. Well, the same rail trail, different place. And each part of the rail trail is different. You know, I love these big entrances. This one goes under a bridge. And Linville, well, I've been here before. And once again, I'll try and remember to put a link in to that post that I did. Wow, I didn't notice these last time I was here. It's a huge bat colony. It used to be that in every town there was a tennis court where the locals would play. And here is one. This beautiful park, Wells Park. And that's also open to campers, but the road's a little rough to get down here, just a short track. So it's been another wonderful day. Had about 100 kilometres to drive today to get to Maleny. And I've joined up with all the other ladies that are from a group in Facebook that I've touched base with. And yeah, it seems like a really nice bunch, which is really good. A lot of different experiences to share and different vehicles. So excuse that sun, but I'm just going for a walk. I've done my yoga. And apparently a couple of dogs had never seen someone doing yoga before, so they'll be introducing themselves to me tomorrow while I'm on the mat. So that's a bit funny. But yeah, Maleny's showground is quite big, quite nice. I'm glad that it's not raining because it's a little bit squishy. And yeah, I think they've got a few paths here. The organiser of the group was telling us about the lay of the land, which is really useful because, you know, you can always work it out, but it's really handy if someone else tells you about it. So apparently there are platypus here, but those who watch my channel know that I'm not the greatest at spotting wildlife. But if someone else points them out, I'm all good to take photos. It's beautiful here. So I'm not sure if you can hear, but I can hear a bat colony. Now this morning I saw a bat colony, but it was nowhere near as big as I think this one is, because man, they're noisy. But of course this time of the night, they're actually getting all ready to head off to go feeding. So I've been coming to Maleny for years and years, probably as long as I've lived in Australia, so that's well over 40 years. And man, it's changed. This boardwalk didn't used to exist. So many of the shops that are here are new. I don't think I've wandered around here for a long time, although I have driven through. So we're going to explore and find lots of different things, I'm sure. Oh, look at this. Isn't that stunning? It goes right beside the golf course where there's lots of, I think they're ibis. But it's just beautiful. But the track keeps going and going for quite a way. So I'm going to do a U-turn, but I'm going to remember it for another time. I was rushing back to get back to spend some time with the ladies, and oh my goodness, I saw a platypus. How cool. Well, I've come back to the same spot as I walked last night, down to the platypus looking spot. And look at that reflection. Isn't that just gorgeous? So we're down to 3 of us now, and it's just wonderful. Look at that sun. And we've got 2 other ladies who love walking. One of them's done the Camino previously, so got a lot in common to talk about. And look at the sun. Oh, so lucky. And this track, it's the same one I was on last night. It actually loops all round the golf course. So just perfect. Maleny is very lucky to have this, and we're very lucky to be able to enjoy it. So we've walked right round the golf course. So we're having a good old wander around here. There's lots of op shops in Maleny, haven't found anything yet, and also some amazing antique shops, and it is super crowded, as Maleny always is. So another morning, we're out going for a walk in Maleny with some of the same ladies and new lady, and we've just spotted platypus again. Down here, I'll see if we can see it. Keep going and see what we can find. So today we've got 2 dogs. We've got Milo and we've got Benny. Just such a beautiful day for a walk. So I can see that this is a lovely area, and they're up there planting trees. Now hopefully the water stays up for them, not like when I planted trees out at Glenrock Station and then the national parks didn't get the water up, but that's another story. No, you'll have to look in your app. I'll put this in Google later. Yeah. Bonk, 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 which is why it's called the Eastern Banjo. Cheryl's telling us about the bonk frog, which that's not its proper name. Very funny. So that was just a snippet of my weekend with the ladies in Maleny. There was lots of other ladies. We spent a lot of time sitting around chatting, getting to know each other, looking at each other's vans. And then it was time for me to move on. I had lots more things to do and see. And I'll share those with you next time. But anyway, thanks for watching my video. Thanks for coming back if you're a follower. And until next time, take care and bye for now.